It always starts the same way, with the sky. The sky is a bruised purple, sick with green clouds that hang low and heavy. They don't move, they just watch. Below, the city sprawls, obsidian spires twisting toward toxic heavens, humming a note that vibrates in my bones. No windows, no doors, just monuments to something ancient and wrong. I walk the cracked, black glass streets. There's no one here, but I am not alone. The silence is a predator, breathing on my neck. Each night I return. The cities between sleep, I call them. Sometimes the architecture shifts, bone-white citadels pulsing with faint light, plazas paved with petrified faces. The air tastes of ozone and decay. The feeling of being watched never leaves. It's a pressure behind my eyes, a dread that says I don't belong. I wake up with my heart pounding, the hum of the spires echoing in my ears. The dreams are more vivid now, more real. I feel the grit of glass underfoot, the metallic tang in the air. It's not just a dream anymore, it's a place I keep being dragged back to. The fear follows me into daylight, a cold spot only I can feel. The city is waiting. It knows my name. A part of me never fully wakes up, a part of me is still there, wandering those empty, terrifying streets. The first time I saw it, I thought I was losing my mind. A wall of polished black obsidian, just like in my dreams, stood behind a rusted warehouse. Impossible, cold, burning to the touch. After that, I started searching. I found more. A bone-white paving stone pulsing with sickly light, a pillar with shifting carvings half buried under an overpass. These weren't coincidences, they were fragments, pieces of the dream cities bleeding into reality. My life became a hunt. Maps covered in red pins, photos of impossible ruins. When I show people, they see nothing, just shadows, weird lighting, old bricks. But the cold is real. The headache from the carvings is real. The certainty that something is bleeding through is the most real thing in my life. The ruins are spreading. Or maybe I'm just seeing more. What started as fragments are becoming larger. Last week, I found an entire archway in a fog-drenched field humming with that same low frequency. I stood before it, feeling the sound in my teeth and my skull. It felt like a doorway, one I was terrified to enter, but one that pulled at me. The line between worlds is no longer a line, it's a fraying seam, and I am standing right on it. I started a journal, to prove I'm not crazy or to prove that I am. I write down every detail, the dreams, the ruins, the cold air, the way animals avoid those places. The patterns match. The geometry is the same. The journal was supposed to anchor me, but it's become a map of my descent. I carry a red rubber ball, a sanity test. I grip it, remind myself this is real. But sometimes the world warps. A flicker in the corner of my eye, a skyline that isn't there. Each time it gets harder to force reality back into focus. The dream world is pushing back. Things happen in my apartment. My journal opens to pages I don't remember writing, filled with impossible symbols. Last night, black dust like sand from the glass-shard streets covered my windowsill. I swept it into a jar. The evidence piles up, but only I can see it. The barrier isn't just outside anymore, it's inside my home, inside me. The worst part is the sound. The low hum from the spires. I hear it now, always, just beneath everything. Sometimes it gets louder, and the world thins. I see the twisting towers overlaid on my neighborhood. I am living in two places at once, and soon, there may only be one, and it won't be the one with the little red ball. The dream changed last night, the silence broke, figures emerged from the shadows, tall, gaunt, faceless, moving with a disjointed grace. They didn't look at me, but I felt their awareness. They were the city's caretakers, its soldiers, and they were no longer ignoring me. Then I saw him, me, standing in the center of a vast plaza. He smiled, empty and predatory. He raised his hand, showing a bleeding scar in the shape of a geometric symbol. I looked at my own hand. The same symbol burned itself into my flesh. I woke up screaming. The pain was real. The mark was real. I am branded property of that other place. The pain is a tether, a physical connection between my body and that nightmare world. The journal, the dust, the sounds, those were just the beginning. Now the city has claimed me. I am no longer just a visitor. I am a part of it. The dreams, the ruins, they aren't memories, they're previews. This isn't an invasion that happened, it's happening now, piece by piece. The cities are from what is coming. They are waiting to be born into our world. And I, with this mark and their architecture in my head, am the bridge. The boundary between worlds is collapsing, and it's collapsing through me.